Meteorologist Jay Polk joining us now. Speaking of that morning commute, what's in store, Jay?
A mess, Jonathan and Katie. We're going to see
very
rough conditions all along all the big highways and, of course, along all the city streets as well, especially those that are not being treated during the overnight. Let's take a look right now at what's happening with the live HD Doppler radar. You see that as we zoom into El Paso and Teller counties, as we have it zoomed into the two counties there, you see lots of blue. That indicates the snow. Heavier blues, darker blues indicate the heavier amounts of snow. That changes over to rain as temperatures get somewhat warmer as you head south of the Springs down towards Fountain and eventually into northern portions of El Paso County. The little icon you see here just over the O and the S in Colorado Springs, the abbreviation for it at least, is a new report that just came into the Weather Service office in Pueblo. A little more than 2 inches fell just off to the northeast of downtown. That report sent in just a few minutes ago. It does change over to mainly rain as you head into Pueblo, and then extends off to the east as well on Highway 50 over towards Ordway. And as you push it further off and further out from here, the bulk of our precipitation north of the Springs is snow. The bulk of it to the south is falling as rain. Heaviest band is now sitting between Lyman and Burlington along Interstate 70. Put the maps into motion now to give you an idea of where these snow showers have come from, mainly from the southwest to the northeast with an upper level disturbance which is making its way through southern Colorado this evening. Highway 24 and Peterson Road, Mugabug camera. Temperature is sitting in the mid to upper 30s. Winds out of the north-northwest at 15 miles per hour. Calm in Walsenburg at the Colorado State Veterans Nursing Home. And yeah, it's still snowing for you, 29 degrees. Skycast is going to continue to call for that upper level disturbance to push off to the east. Eventually what's going to happen is upsloping is going to happen. On the backside of your low, you'll see winds coming out of the north and north-northwest. That will give us some upsloping towards the Continental Divide, which will give us heavier amounts of snow for you as you go through the next couple of days. And so Snow Tracker is picking up on that and calling for more than a foot to fall in some of those higher elevation locations off in the southwestern portions of the state. Wind speeds are also going to be a concern for us as we go through the next couple of days. Winds are going to be high enough where we're going to see some of that blowing and drifting of the newly fallen snow. It's not January anymore, so the snow won't be drifting quite as much as it would be back then, but still it's going to be causing some real travel concerns for us in addition to getting on some of those power lines or some of those branches that have begun to sprout some leaves because after all it's middle of spring now. Extreme travel impact as we go through the day tomorrow between the Springs and Buena Vista on Highway 24 and along Interstate 25, and with temperatures sitting at or below the freezing mark on a widespread basis. This snow, I'm afraid, my friends, is not going anywhere anytime soon. 7-day forecast. High temperatures do rebound nicely, though, in the Springs, making their way into the mid to upper 60s later on. I'll skip those first 2 days because I'm an optimist, and I like warm weather, right? So we're not going to see those temperatures really get up into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Pueblo, your 7-day forecast. High temperatures for you, upper 70s and lower to middle 80s. Canyon City, your 7-day forecast. At the end, you'll be sitting near 80 as well, after sitting in the lower to middle 40s for the highs tomorrow. And in Teller County, you'll see another good round for snow with more additional accumulations, 1 to 3 inches in places like Woodland Park. High temperature tomorrow only 32, then it rebounds into the lower 60s by Saturday and Sunday. Watch out for freeze warnings, by the way, for our friends out in the plains and in El Paso County as well, down to Pueblo County through the next couple of mornings.
Okay.
Your record lows.
Absolutely.